Welcome back. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. Yes, hello, Dolly. Well, the thing about it is, musicals, it doesn't really matter what the genre is. I've been making the point they're built around 3 chords. Even popular people today, young people, I'm not. It's an Adele song. It's actually a Bob Dylan song. Let's give credit where credit's due here. And it's built around 3 chords. Bob Dylan is an interesting character. If we look at his most famous song, possibly something like, how many miles can a man walk down before you can call him a man? There are 3 chords in it. Now you might say, yes, Bob Dylan, it's really easy. And I'd say to you, what's that? You say, Mozart, so much more a genius. Really? Well, Mozart, that's C, G, C, F. It's no different to Bob Dylan, isn't it? What they do with the material is slightly different, but you know what? The language, really at its most basic level, is still built around 3 chords. Now, it becomes more interesting, of course, when you do, are you ready for it? I'm going to teach you a special word. It's the S word. Substitution. Chord substitution. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water again, substitution comes and gets you. All right. This week, having done C and G, let's have a look at F. Let's have a look at the key of F. Okay. In the 12-bar blues, we established that we go F, F, just recapping for you, F, 4, 2, 3, 4, B flat. Second bar of B flat, we go back to the F. F, C, B flat, F, C. Okay, now let's try and extend it. Are you ready? Are you ready? You've got to practice it. You start in F. Straight to B flat. It's a chord substitution. No, it's not where we rest on B flat. You will hear the big change coming to B flat. Listen to this for substitution. B flat to F. And we're still at B flat for 1, B flat for 2, or we could do a substitution. We could go B flat, diminished. It's still a 12 bar, but we're using substitutions back to F. To D, G, C, F. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down. Can you repeat all that? Yes. In those first 4 bars, you got F, B flat, F, F. Then to B flat, F. Doing our turnaround we had before, we're now doing what's called a 2-5-1. Think about F. What would 2 be? F1, G, 2, 5, C, 1. 2-5-1? It's very jazz, trust me. So you got this there. F, B flat, F, B flat, F, D, G, C, F. And you know what? Everything on F works in the right hand. How easy is that? We've got the left hand going, but there's lots more we can do with the left hand. That is more sophisticated because we're using chord substitutions. The main thing with that, you still got to have that left hand going. B flat, F, D, G, C, F, C. Again, F, B flat, F. Going up to B flat, to F, D, G, C, F. Put the right hand in really easy. it can be major and minor at the same time. I'll show you what I mean. That's the A flat, that's the A. You can use both all the way, interchangeable, however you like. Let's take it further. Let's take it further. The left hand, if we're not swinging, can do another thing, which is this. Okay, this is much more old style. And this was when they did boogie woogie, right? They're not swinging it, but have a listen. You need to get the F, C. It's still on an F chord. For example. I'm not going to lie to you, it gets more difficult. But in essence, what we're doing, okay, if you slowed it down, F, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, C, B flat, and so on. Right, now, get that working slowly, or get the rock and roll thing working. I mentioned before in another thing about how you had the blues, you had swing and jazz, you had now this whole thing that Scott Joplin did. That was ragtime. That wasn't 12 bar, but it's very easy to work with ragtime in a 12 bar format. Is a 12 bar format, but that's only ragtime. When you had rock and roll, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Back at the edge of lonely street at Heartbreak Hotel. So see, we're going to F. You made me so lonesome, baby. You made me so lonely. You made me so lonely I could die. It is a 12 bar. Most of the rock that came out with Bill Haley and the Comets, Elvis Presley, the Beatles when they started, just give me that rock and roll music, any old way you choose it, it's got a backbeat, you can't lose it, any old way. It's all 12 bar blues. Now, because of where music has gone, and clearly, and it's quite rightly, every successive generation doesn't want to imitate their elders because that's all old-fashioned, anachronistic. We want our own revolutionary sound. Rock and roll, when it came out, believe it or not, was quite revolutionary. However, today it's all gone somewhere else. It gets a bit funkier, but yet even with the funk stuff that you hear, it's still a 12 bar. They're in B flat, goes to E flat. Yes, the rhythm is different, but the basic three chords remain the same. And it's also, I found it very interesting. Just today, I came across a very contemporary song by a gentleman, fabulous singer-songwriter called Sam Smith, who has a song that goes... very much a gospel thing that he's done. When you hear pieces like Georgia, 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 we're moving away, but it's interesting again because the building blocks of all of these are the three chords. You have had a triple whammy, a trinity of inspired use of the 12-bar blues idea. Do it, settle it down, slow it down, revisit the first one. Do it in C, it's the easiest key to do it in. Then do it in G. If you're doing it on a guitar, the easiest way to do it is use the open strings. Do a 12-bar blues in E or in A. We will catch you for a completely different trip next time around. Ciao.